Hello, dear heart, and welcome to this reading. My guides wanted me to share with you the song Know Your Enemy by Green Day. And the lyrics they wanted me to highlight are, "And silence is the enemy. Do you know the enemy? Against your urgency, so rally up the demons of your soul." And it seems that with a quote that I am to share with you, that my guides wanted me to share, it seems that I am channeling an unhealed masculine energy. This does not have to be a man, but that's kind of what they want to talk about here in the quote I will share with you. This is by B.C. Cerna, and he said, "So every man abandons the most authentic version of himself at one point in his life. Every man has a little boy at one point that felt truly authentic of who he was, and at one moment in this little boy's life, he felt an emotion come up that he was afraid to feel. Whether it was anger or crying or shame, embarrassment, doubt, or insecurity, this little boy felt this emotion coming, and he was told not to feel it. He was told he was too afraid to feel it, and so he suppressed it. And this was the moment he started to hide his authentic self. He put this little boy in a room and said, 'Hey, stay there. I'm going to go and find out what I need to do to make you feel safe so you can feel these emotions.' So this little boy was abandoned, and the man goes and finds money, women, and success, and sex, and all these things that he thought was going to make this boy feel safe. And lo and behold, this little boy inside of him still feels really scared, unloved, unsafe, and unheard. And so there's a moment in a man's life when he goes, oh, it's not the money, the women, and the success and the sex that I needed. It was actually just love, softness, and a safe place to feel these emotions. And that is the healing journey of men." And so when I read this makes so much sense to me. And so if you're dealing with an unhealed masculine energy, or even honestly anyone who has been programmed to not feel, and this could be anybody that you might be dealing with, and whoever you're dealing with, they may be making really misaligned choices at this time because they don't know how to handle how they feel. They may be, yeah, and you may even be really frustrated with this person, with the way they're behaving, but your guides want you to know that underneath the behavior is a really traumatized little child. And so the enemy is not actually what's happening right now. The enemy is the unhealed wound within, this person that you're dealing with. And your guides also want to invite you to love anyway, even though this person may not be in a good place right now. If you can see that their behavior is based on a deeper wound, that's going to help you a lot. That is not to say I would never ever encourage someone to stay in an abusive situation or anything like that. I'm only encouraging understanding and compassion. And so keep yourself safe and have boundaries and everything. But this reading is just to help you understand a person that you may be struggling to understand at this time. And the tarot begins with the Queen of Wands. And I teach tarot with music. And the song for this card is actually from the movie Moana. And it's the song Know Who You Are. When she's going up against the monster, and the monster's coming at her, and Moana has the heart of this monster. I forgot her name, so I'm laughing. But anyways, and when she finally returns the heart, because she's saying, like, this is not who you are. And she's asking her to remember who she is by putting the heart back in this monster. And when that happens, a complete transformation happens, and she returns back to herself. And so when I see this, oh, it's going to make me cry. When I see this card, that's what it makes me think of. And because this card is all about confidence as well, believing in yourself, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, and who you are dealing with may not know that about themselves, and that's why they're behaving in a misaligned way. And at some point, because they buried all that they feel for so long, they buried, you know, and they did it to such an extreme that they don't even know themselves, and they lost their heart along the way. But if this person can come back to themselves and know who they are and return their heart to themselves, like really work on the healing of their inner child, and put a lot of work into that, that's going to be one of the most healing things this person can do. And for them to also learn that it's safe to feel, it's safe to speak, it's safe to be in the world as they truly are. And they didn't ever have to go out and try to find things to mask this wound. They never had to do that. They never had to have a super successful job. They never had to have flashy cars or whatever this person's into. They never needed to do that. They're okay. They're good. This person's good. And if this person can just know that and understand that. And you may, in your relationship with this person and with the way they're behaving, you may feel like, kind of sad, honestly, about how things are unfolding. If this is a person that you're in relationship with, it may be really difficult and you may feel kind of hopeless in this situation. But your guides want you to know that on the bottom of this card, it actually says hope. And they're asking you to please hold hope in this situation because really, if this person learns what I'm talking about, and if they can figure out a place or a way to feel safe in the world, to feel and to be what they actually are and return to their authenticity. The Queen of Wands is also a lot about authenticity. If they can do that, there's going to be a whole new opportunity presented to them. Like, this is going to be a whole new way to experience life, a whole new way to experience relationships, a whole new way to experience their mind, their goals. Like, everything is going to change for this person because they remember who they are. And whoever you're dealing with, the bottom of the deck energy is the Tower card. And so whoever you're dealing with, it seems like they're going through a really big change right now. Something really big is happening with their foundation and the way they've always done things. And it's not comfortable, of course, but it's crumbling away a lot of the things that they've built up to protect themselves, a lot of the things they've built up to hide who they really are. It's falling away right now, and so it's bringing about this maybe you've wished for this person to have this for a long time, this new perspective or this healing, because maybe you knew for a long time that something underneath the situation was kind of off, and your guides want you to know that the things that have been off are falling away. And this is happening subconsciously for this person, but this is a really massive change. And they're also gaining new perspectives as all of this crumbles. I mean, maybe this person lost a job recently that they used to define their worth. Maybe they lost, oh my gosh, yeah. Maybe they lost their mask or the facade they wore. Their ego is they're going through an ego death. It's falling down right now. But as it falls, they're gaining new perspective about who they are, what they're here to do, and what's even going on here, and what the wound is underneath all of that. And as this beautiful transformation takes place, if you can love this person anyway, love them when they're winning and love them when it seems like they're failing, if you can love them anyway, you're going to be able to move into a new chapter with this person and a place of unity with this person. And yeah, like I said, the whole world is going to open up to whoever this is in their healing. If they allow this to happen, the whole world is going to open up for them, and they're going to finally be able to experience self-love. And also, because when we don't allow ourselves to feel anything, it blocks us from being able to feel love as well. So as this person heals themselves, they're going to be able to embrace love for the first time in their lives.